All right. Who wants to do a recap of last session?
We went down the road, found some places that we didn't go to, and now we're talking to some dude, Adrian, who's the son of a wizard called Davin. There's some Irwin dude, and they're all being attacked at their house against blights and druids. And that's where we left off, I think. I'm sure there's more details.
So, blights and forest folk over druids. I know I mentioned that earlier, but there's like a certain connotation that comes with druid that's not necessarily accurate for the creatures of the forest, if you will. Think of like Game of Thrones.
Okay,
what are they called?
Are they boomkins or resto?
I don't know. What's that?
Boomkin or resto?
They're forest boom restos. Sorry, I'm going back to my desk. But I don't want it. They're humanoid for sure, but they're basically a band of people that they describe that just kind of live in the forest of Barovia, and for whatever reason they've got this family's number. So, did I mention anything else with them, or anyone else want to bring up anything?
My notes are Adrian is the son of the wizard Davin. He's related to Danica, who is, I think, the barkeep. Irwin is Adrian's brother, and Danica's the sister-in-law. A month ago, the forces of evil gathered.
Irwin is Danica's husband. Okay. They own the Blue Water Inn.
Cool.
But Danica is who you guys were mostly talking with while you were in Valaki there. So, yeah, there's a couple adults here basically that are asking for help as well. They don't seem incredibly combat ready, but they are prepared to kind of like help, take back their homestead, and they've kind of left it to you guys to maybe form a plan or kind of tag along for the most part. And they obviously weren't strong enough in number to hold off what's here currently, so they're hoping that you guys can kind of turn that tide. So they are kind of leaving it up to you. Davin is here, and then Adrian is here. He's probably the most suited for combat, but that's not saying too much. They have pretty simple weapons that they made it out with, and not much in terms of armor and things like that. So we'll go. I'm gonna put something. I'm gonna keep these guys. That's fine. And then, so what would you guys like to do?
So so they got kicked out of their house. Are the blights and the druids or whatever these things are in the house now?
Adrian assumes that, but he's not sure. They've been kind of just hanging out on the road. They mentioned like asking for help from neighbors and stuff, but no one's really come. And then they're kind of figuring out what to do next. So they assume that the house is taken, and then they're not exactly sure of the full numbers because things may have moved in overnight, and things like that. So it was basically they've been in the current situation they're in now for almost 2 days. So it was 2 days ago that they kind of fled off of the main area, and they've been sort of set up here in the woods in very basic campsite, if you will.
Would I know or be able to search my memory for information about blights?
I'm gonna say observer would over anyone. Having studied sort of the recreation or the reanimation of these like living creatures, they aren't particular. There's a couple variations of them, needle, twig, and vine, with varying amounts of, I guess, robustness, if you will. But they tend to have some type of creature that's controlling them, or some type of spirit, or at least deity, or something local, typically that's controlling them. Sometimes there's just entire lands that are taken over by some great evil that can spawn them. But in terms of, they are typically, let me see. Fire might be a go-to in terms of taking them out, but the family has made it abundantly clear that they would much prefer to not have their vineyard as opposed to have it burnt down and then have it afterwards. So they've mentioned that please don't use fire, as that would just destroy the livelihood in that situation as well, most likely. So outside of that, Observer can't recall much more. I'll move you guys over to another map. I'll assume you guys want to approach and scout out the area. So this is kind of what you see. We'll just say it's a slightly raised elevation here. You've got a main path into the home area, and then you've got just kind of sprawling vineyards around the entire area. And this is, yeah, this is accurate. It's fine.
I can see one of your tokens if that's.
God damn it.
Also, are we gonna find skin saw cult people here?
Who knows?
Sorry, I'm just having flashbacks.
Right? It's funny.
Side note: can I get a Wizard Wines polo that has a little like wizard logo on the chest?
That would be sick.
Some
Custom. One of the things he promises is a custom shirt.
Nice. Really got to let people know that I'm.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm good.
You're repping the local brewery.
I'm just so sick of Vineyard Vines polos. So is it safe to assume that everything is basically obscured by the vineyard?
No, we'll say that it's sort of you're at a higher elevation, so what you see is what the home itself. It looks a bit, I guess, ravaged isn't necessarily the best word, but it looks gone through. There's movement here and there from inside, but it's hard to tell from this distance exactly what it is. The vineyard itself seems quiet and still. And the house, definitely, just from the doors and the windows and the general look of it, it looks like it's been, like I said, gone through or was being occupied at this time. So Adrian and Elver, it's kind of what they suspected. And they do mention that there are, let me see here. So they say that there's quite a few ways into the home. They point out that there is an entrance here that leads into sort of a where they make their barrels, so like an industrial entrance here, and then this is obviously a large entrance where you would have a wagon posted up. There's an entrance here, but it's just to a partition of the home. It doesn't show the entirety, doesn't connect to the entirety of it. And then on the back side, there's an entrance, and then there's an entrance here as well. So there's effectively 1, 2, 3, 4 entrances into the home in total. Okay. Oh, and I'm sorry, this is actually an open air, so there's 5. This is an open air, sort of covered large area here. So what you're seeing are large barrels, fermentation barrels with pillars here that are holding a roof up above it. So it's a 2-story building. They mentioned that there is a cellar as well where they do a lot of storage. So you can see directly into this area here. And there's a large double door at the southernmost point here. So you could basically walk into this part here freely. There's no coverage or door. So large double door here, side door on the left, front door in the middle, and then there's a entrance from the cart loading dock as well. And then another completely additional entrance on the back side of the house as well. Adrian's gonna just kind of call out as they're searching. He's like, what do you guys think? What's your guys' go-to for situations like this?
Sneaky, or do you want to try to? No.
Are you asking him that? Your mic broke up.
I'm asking the group.
Just the group.
Go with sneaky or?
I don't know if it's just me, but Observer, you're really low.
Yeah, you're really quiet.
All right, let me see if I can fix that. You guys can discuss while I do this.
Do we know how many of them are in there?
Adrian's confirmed it. They're not sure exactly. The amount that sort of pushed them out, they said, was 10s of the smaller blights, and then at least 3 of the bigger, and then at least 2 of the like druid type forest folk. Is a relatively large group kind of hit at one time and basically forced them out, and they all just ran. They were kind of prepared for it as they kind of saw it coming, but they couldn't hold it off. They didn't put up much of a fight.
Are these things like the druids? Are they like humanoid? Can you converse with them?
I think I posted a picture of them, or did I not? Now let me find a good photo because I want to. Yes, they're humanoid. I think of it as like what is it, wildlings or something from Game of Thrones, or that's probably the best thing, like folklore. Not really.
Would it make sense to try and have somebody stealthy try to scout out and see if we can figure out where the druids are? Like, if we take them out, maybe that'll get rid of the smaller ones?
Sounds like it could work. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Goodberry and dole out some berries here.
Maybe we could try to split their forces and maybe start some sort of distraction, and maybe we can get some of their, I don't know, lesser blights to come check it out. Maybe that way if we fight them, we won't have to fight their full force at the same time.
Any better?
Yes.
Yeah.
Weird. I just restarted everything. All right, cool.
Adrian's on board. So is Elver. Overall, they're just concerned with the number of them. So they're like, however you guys, typically handle these situations, they're down to just tag along with the melee group, if you will. They don't have any kind of real ranged abilities. So, but they do suggest overall, like, stay clear of the vineyards for now, just because these things can be indistinguishable until they want to be seen. So there may be some in there, but he isn't sure. He's not exactly sure how they are even living or how they come to life too. So just kind of word of caution there. Don't try not to find yourself, trying to be sneaky through a vineyard by yourself. So
Do we know what what they're after, if they have any particular goals, the druids? Like, are they drawn to any sort of like material, gold or otherwise? Or
I forget how much info I gave last game. Does anyone remember if I spoke on that? Because I don't want to retcon myself.
I don't recall specific goals for them, but
Adrian looks at you and goes, well, there's a couple theories, but I'm not exactly sure why. It's definitely something we can discuss after we take the place back, but if you're looking for something to maybe take or draw them away, I'm not sure it's that's an option, unfortunately.
do you know if do they consume wild animals like deer or anything like that?
He's not positive, but observer, roll a you have knowledge nature. Roll a knowledge nature check. Royce, you can as well.
Nature.
How do I do that?
Should just be under skills from the main page. Knowledge nature. Huh, nice. Oh, Vimrak did. You guys are confident as a group that probably don't feed in a traditional way. You guys have seen these before in the coffin maker's house. They tend to like take over areas, or they did in that situation. They were feeding on that human that was there. I forget his name, but you don't feel like that's their default in most situations. They don't necessarily need to do that. There may be some additional evil or some additional motives involved if you find them doing that in general.
Adrian, do you think if we were to start a fire, do you think they would come investigate?
Highly unlikely that they would go towards a fire. An observer and others sort of agree to that as well. They would probably tend to stay away, and he reassures or reconfirms, like, if we can, like, I'd really suggest not using fire here.
Well, if we don't think there's any options to draw any of them out, then the best course of action is to fight them head on. Then,
I mean, if we can't go through the vineyards, there's really only one approach.
Adrian mentions, he's like, if you're gonna go through the vineyards, I would just say go as a group. You just don't be taken as don't think that you're alone amongst the growth, basically. He says the ones that they've seen, he has no idea how long they were there, but when they did finally get pushed out, there were creatures that just basically emerged from the plants that may have been there for days before they wanted to be seen. So he's just not super stoked about trudging through the vineyards at this point. But with this size group, he's a bit more confident.
I do have Pass Without a Trace as well. Just to clarify too, I did cast Goodberry and gave 2 to each person.
Perfect.
You guys want to add that to your inventory? One last question too. So I had a chain shirt. I think Observer, you were wearing it, and then you got something different, right?
Yeah, I got a weaker thing, and I gave you the better one.
Yeah.
So I couldn't wear it.
So this one's medium armor. It says that I can wear medium armor, but then it says I'm not proficient in it, and it doesn't seem to be equipping properly. Like, is that accurate, or how can I tell if I can wear it or not?
If you go to your actual class information, like on D&D Beyond, there might be more information on Ranger and why you might not be able to equip it. Like, I had extra stuff that it wasn't even telling me.
You had what?
That was allowing me to. I had extra stuff that it basically said I wasn't supposed to be equipping it, but Foundry was letting me.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to affect the armor class when I put it on, but it says I can wear medium armor.
Do you already have armor on?
I did. That was what drew my attention to it, because it said that I was wearing 2 pieces of armor. So when I went and checked, when I take the leather one off.
Do you have the little shield icon clicked for it?
So not currently, because when I click it, it doesn't do anything. So when I have the leather one equipped, my AC is 16, and when I try to put the chain one on, my AC goes down to 15. Or I should say, it goes down to 15 when I take the leather one off, and then it doesn't go up when I equip the chain shirt.
If you open the chain, does it say like, oh, well, because chain is heavy.
It says medium armor.
Why does
It's
mine
medium.
say heavy? It's weird.
You might have a different version of it.
I have chainmail.
Chainmail is different than the armor he's using.
Gotcha. Never mind. Does it say what the armor AC is when you like open the item?
13.
So that's the AC you would get from it.
I'm just curious if I'm supposed to be equipping it or not, because it also says not proficient.
Let me see.
So
Send
is
you
it
guys a screenshot?
Is it a chain shirt?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe it's something like that. It's not in the party anymore, so.
I'm just trying to find the item in the compendium.
I just linked to.
Yeah, chain shirt.
Chain shirt. So a chain shirt has 13 AC. So if you equip it, you should have 13 AC.
My question is, should I be equipping it?
Well, if your AC...
What is your current?
My current AC is 11. It goes up one when I put the leather one on, but it says not proficient, and it doesn't give me the bonus when I equip it in Foundry. So my question is this something that I'm actually supposed to be wearing or not?
Let's see. Ranger, D&D, Beyond. Are they not allowed to wear metal? That would be the question. Because druids aren't supposed to wear metal. Light armor, medium armor. Yeah, you should be proficient in it. Can you check your proficiencies?
Where do I go for that?
On the
Go to your
main
main
tab,
page.
there's an armor proficiencies thing at the bottom.
Yeah. Light armor, medium armor, shields. So that's what I'm saying. Like, by everything I can see, I'm supposed to be able to equip it, but it's specifically.
Yeah, I think it's a bug.
Not proficient. Okay.
You can probably edit it and then remove the not proficient part.
Okay. Cool. Just checking.
Can I? Oh, I can't give you an item. Damn it. I was just trying to drag one out of the compendium for you, just to see if it's like that item. But I don't know. Oh, well, right now I see that your AC is 15 with the chain shirt on.
Yeah. It goes up to 16 with the leather one on.
Oh, is it your AC bonus? Or your dex bonus? Because the armors also have like a dex bonus modifier, so you may get a higher dexterity bonus modifier wearing the other armor. What is your dexterity? 20.
5.
So, okay, so you have a +5 dex bonus, and a chain shirt has, I think it has a cap.
Yeah, that's what it is. There's a max cap for that shirt and how much of your dex bonus you can add. So that's why you're going to get more out of the lighter armor.
Okay.
We got
Yep.
there.
Cool. Well, there was a chain shirt up for grabs if anyone wants it.
If mine
I wish.
breaks, I'll take another one. Actually, I'm not wearing that. I'm wearing heavy. Never mind.
I just sent it to the party.
It's better too. I mean, it keeps you quiet. That chain shirt, like, specifically mentions it has sounds of rings rubbing together. Although
That's-
muffled, you're wearing like boots that make you basically make no sound, so it works out. Cool. All right.
Sorry about that.
No, you're good.
So what do we want to do? We want to just head in there and just.
I'd say try to draw them out if we can. So I don't want to get.
What-
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to probe at before. What do we think we could do to draw them out?
I mean, we could try and start a fight in the vineyard if there's any there, but I feel like that's
Yeah.
six one, half a dozen the other. If that's a good idea or a bad idea.
I'm not going to be of much use inside the vineyard, I don't think.
Yeah. Maybe traps inside too. You never know.
I mean, Bemrak and I could go up front, and you guys could stay a little bit behind, so that if something happens, we can try and retreat and draw them in on the road. Maybe, I don't know.
I do have Pass Without a Trace, too. If that helps at all. Should we send one person to like stealth up and see like what they can see, just like look in through some windows in the house or whatever? Or...
That spell lasts for a while, right?
Yeah.
Like you could go.
Let me check.
You could try to go stealth because you're probably the best at it, especially with a spell, and see if you can, scout anything out that would be useful before we like all charge in. Like,
Is that what we want to do?
we could get up
Sure.
in the woods, kind of like up here, just in case things go sideways.
That's
you
a
don't get
badass
screwed.
spell because it affects companions too, if you want. Damn.
Yep. Yep. Everybody gets plus 10 to
Leave
stealth.
no tracks. Wow.
I'm dubious of
Tanner?
my stealth ability, no matter what.
That's
When you said that the forest people weren't druids, does that mean
didn't
that?
say that. I just didn't. The book uses druid consistently, and I think that just gives. They are druids, most likely, but I just would refer to them as forest folk because it's like they're not necessarily like they're people of the forest that may be like druid aligned. That's not just like, oh, they're evil druids. They're just forest people that come out and attacked this place. So
Okay, so I don't see any druidic signs or anything.
do a perception check
I don't need to apparently.
to find those.
You and
where you're
others who know this
currently-
language automatically spot.
So you don't see any in the woods at this distance. Where you currently are, no. But where you are
Okay.
now is relatively untraveled, you would assume.
Yeah, I didn't know if there'd be any in like the trees or anything.
Not. You've not spotted any yet.
And what time of day is it?
I think it's late morning. You guys headed out, had a relatively uneventful travel from Valakut, so
What's the weather like right now?
pretty standard. No actual sunlight from what you can tell. If it does come through, it's for just a brief second here or there, or seconds, and it's not raining, even though you hear it. And let me see. Let's do this one.
Wait, did you
It's
just
just
did you
I
just
changed the
change
music.
songs?
Yes, I did. I like that song.
Spooky.
It
It
is.
is.
Why don't we
17
have?
sessions in.
I had this one for a while, and then I moved it over again.
Oh.
Why don't we have Royce be stealthy and go scout, and then we can post up at the tip of those woods? Or is there any
Sounds good.
elevation, Shatner?
Where you guys are is about as high as you're going to get. If you do go to the west, there's a little bit more, just in general in that area. But there's no like massive kind of perch point. It's just sort of
Are these trees?
Yes,
Can I like climb up one?
you could do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Well, first I'm gonna cast Pass Without Trace,
Okay.
and then yeah, I'm gonna go like kind of to the inside, so I'm not just right on the edge, and then just climb up a tall one and see what I can see. What kind of check do you want for that?
Just cast the spell, and then just roll a. Sorry, what am I doing here? And then roll an acrobatics check, and then roll a perception. Okay. Place yourself in the forest where you'd like to go. And I'm assuming the rest of you are sticking back, right? He's just kind of going off doing his thing.
I
Okay,
want to go
I'm
into the woods.
You're gonna go as well. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna I'll take you both up real quick. So you guys kind of enter together.
You didn't go
observe-
up.
Wait, you out different people?
God damn it! Hey, thanks.
So apparently, I found an effigy of a, essentially like a little wooden thing with raven feathers that they were plucked very violently. Placed inside the effigy, and also the plans for the attack, and something that mentioned a tree. The tree.
Wait, so you say that again? You found an effigy?
Effigy and some writing in Druid.
And it talked about an attack?
Yeah, the attack that already happened. So, not too much new information there, but there's a mention of a tree. So I'll have to keep that in mind.
Gotcha. Also, my test came back positive. Whoop whoop.
Fuck. Congratulations. You did it. Now you find out who gave it to you and murdered them, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, my brain stopped. Did we... What? You found an effigy with feathers and attack plans, and my brain just completely shut down. After...
And a mention of a tree.
Uh,
Or is this some special tree somewhere?
do you think you could identify it?
Yeah, it was just a message.
Ah. Can we ask the boys if they know anything about a special tree in the area?
We will once the boys are available to chat.
Okay. Well, I don't even know any of this. Never mind, I'm not there. Whatever.
No, I just told you because I came back after finding it.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I have no idea what just happened to my head. Okay. Oh. Aha, because Shatner's not here. Okay, sorry. I thought everybody came back. I was like, wait.
Nope.
Oh.
It's basically Monday.
Yeah. Tuesday. It's Tuesday.
Basically Monday. Because Juneteenth, yesterday. Did you have Juneteenth off?
I did.
Isn't it nice?
Yeah.
I think celebrating something actually good that happened.
Yeah. I was actually, my kids go to the Jewish Community Center because my family's half Jewish, and I was surprised that they didn't have off because, you know, the whole slavery motif is
Right.
a big thing in a lot of the Old Testament. And so I was thinking about it because I was like trying to think about, you know, like, are my kids old enough for me to actually explain what Juneteenth is and slavery and yada yada? And I decided not yet. We'll do that in a year or two. But, you know.
Like I do.
Well, I want to teach them stuff. It's just they're 7, 5, and 2. So, you know, Prince
Let
of
me
Egypt
innocent
is
for a
about
while longer.
Yeah, Prince of Egypt is about as deep as we get into like let my people
Yeah.
go.
Okay, so I'll come back to the group and just relay that information. So the only thing that I saw was it looked like 2 humanoid type like force people in the building. One of them was on the 2nd floor in this window that I'm pinging right there. So on the 2nd floor of that, they were in a room, and then there's another one that I saw through a doorway that's in like a back room on the 2nd floor, right there, like past where the loading dock thing is, but on the 2nd floor. That's everything of note.
So 2 total is what you saw?
Yeah, that's all. That's all that I saw was 2.
And nothing outside?
Nothing outside. It was creepily quiet. Like I did not get a good feeling about it. It seems, yeah, just too quiet.
I guess. Would I know if the blights could be hiding within the bushes?
Yes, 100%. There could be one right next to you, and even you, if it didn't want you to see it, you would 99 of 100 times not see it.
Is there any way to get them to reveal themselves?
Typically, you'd assume fire, but that's not an option in this situation.
Well, it's always an option.
Hopefully isn't. Adrian mentions, again, with a bit of an emphasis.
Adrian, would you rather be able to retake your home or secure your crop for the future?
It just says yes.
My mic has completely took a shit. I heard nothing you said after I responded. So I heard secure crop and that's it. What did you say? Whatever Siri said, I didn't hear any of it.
Yeah, he's not responding.
I just said, sorry, coughing up a lung.
Oh, nice.
What are you afraid of, losing some of your crop to secure your home? Wouldn't you rather we get your property back for you?
Well, I mean, I'd rather touch base with a larger town and bring more if we have to. We can't afford to lose what we have now. Just understand that these are special vineyards, and any kind of major tampering may not grow back as they have been historically. So it's not something we want to risk that for, unfortunately.
All right. So what do we want to do? Do we want to take the chance and maneuver through the vineyard, knowing that the blights could surround us at any point, or do we want to maybe light a torch? We don't have to burn anything, but we could carry it, and maybe that would be enough to scare the blights.
That'll probably give us away.
How do I delete these circle things? I don't know if you guys can see these.
Okay.
Go to the ruler, and it'll show an icon in them. And you can delete them by clicking on the icon. Oh. So, I mean, more people would be good. Because if we get swarmed by blights, that could turn very nasty very quick. But nobody else came to help, right? So, do you guys think if we actually try to round up the villagers, we'll actually get help?
Are you talking to us?
That's a question to Adrian and the other guy.
We supply the wine for this entire area, so we definitely feel that we could get some additional help. He's like, I'm pretty confident with our group that we could take them, but I just don't know for sure what all is here. We were just kind of sitting and seeing what happened, and we sent out some like messages to friends to see if they could maybe help, but you guys were the first group that we found. So we were prepared to pack up soon and maybe head to Valaki, make the trip, and then come back after. But it was good timing, if you will, that you guys approached. So I think that we can take it. I wouldn't be here if I thought it was just a death wish, but it's your skin as well. So.
I mean, should we just take them in the vineyard? I guess I have enough range where, I mean, I can shoot all the way across this thing. So I can just post up in a tree or something.
You can always try to get their attention by using Thunderclap. We all know how loud that is.
On board for that?
Well, do we want to send some people through the bushes and see what we can shake up? Do a thunderclap or something?
Shadar, would I know if the blights respond to sound?
What'd you roll for nature earlier? 16? You recall that you believe they're immune to deafened.
I mean, could I get their attention to, come attack me?
I mean, yeah, it's not necessarily they are typically under someone's control. So it's less about enticing them, and it's more about when they're told to move, they're typically not functioning. They typically don't function under their own accord. So something or something is willing them or to be placed. They're not necessarily natural creatures overall. So they don't have their own agenda. So the idea is that they could just be watching you now. They could have an opportunity later to attack you when you were close, and they still may not do that if they're not told to do so. So a thunderclap can do damage to them because they are there. Damage can be done to them before they can be seen. But even in that sense, they may just take the damage and die. And in that situation, you might notice them being killed, but it's still not a guarantee. So,
if they aren't killed, would there be any alert of their presence?
Not necessarily. They don't they don't speak, so they're really basically like those walking sticks, that are real. They can just animate in a way, and then carry out tasks whenever they're called upon to do so.
So they're not actively transmitting information to whoever's controlling them?
Not necessarily, no. But if you thunderclap, I mean, you'd assume that everybody around here would hear that as well. So I think that has a pretty large.
Yes, it does have a pretty large.
100 feet away.
Yeah. What I could do is I could go over here, the top right. You guys could poach up in the trees here, hide away, and I could thunderclap and see if we can get them to come attack us. I imagine something would be sent out.
I am amenable to this plan.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we may as well try. Is it cool if I just chill in the forest and like climb up a tree?
Yep.
Right.
Adrian and Elver suggest they're just gonna kind of hang out with you here, Toto, just as like additional like melee support if they do get rushed here. So
I'm trying to be
Pass without a
stealthy.
trace too for stealth checks. I'm gonna go find my tree that I was so proud of before.
yeah, you had a great spot, pretty much a full vantage point of everything. So I think you could literally hit. Yeah, what's your range? 120 or something?
As soon as I see any sign of movement or whatever, I'm gonna call it out too.
Okay. Vemrak, where are you heading? Go here.
Do you want to put me out in the open as like a point?
No. I think it'd be best if we're all if you guys are all hidden away. Ambush them when they come to check it out. Alright.
Hear them.
And kablam.
So a burst of thunderous sound comes emanating from you, observer. It pierces it bounces off the clouds above and echoes throughout the area. You see some of the trees near you and the grass and everything around you just kind of push away from you for a brief second as it kind of retracts back. Nothing in your specific area in terms of like anything hidden or hanging out seems to die or fall or give itself away. For the first couple seconds after it is cast, there seems to be no movement. Royce, you are the first to notice movement on the second floor. Those two folk that you saw presumably are now kind of looking out the windows. One of them is in the door frame here. They look out. Who do they see? Vemrak, are you in the woods, or are you like?
I'm in the woods. I want to be concealed.
Okay. So they don't really have a line of sight of you from their observer, just because of this tree and this rock and everything. But most of you in the woods there have a straight shot down basically here, and you see some kind of motion in that door frame, and then that door is shut. And then Royce, you can very clearly see a person in this middle room here is kind of like scraping, wiping at the window, looking out quizzically to kind of see what the hell's going on. But other than that, you can still see the person in the window, and then the door has been shut now. And there's no additional movement.
Should I fire?
I'm gonna use another thunderclap.
Okay. Did you want to take an action, Royce? Did you want to shoot?
So what's going on? Like, No, still, they're just looking.
I'm gonna, before he does that additional thunderclap, I just want to give you a chance if you want to.
I'm not going to attack.
Okay. So with that second one, all of you that notice the person in the window, there's like a physical jump, like a motion. He was like, "Oh fuck!" With that, and then he kind of scurries away from the window, and now there's nothing to be seen at this point.
You don't see any blights or anything.
2 to 3 multiple ravens were perched in this forest. They flew away with the initial thunderclap, and then I'll say that there were actually some ravens on the roof that were unnoticed at the time. They flew, maybe birds, you can't necessarily tell exactly what they were. They flew away from the house as well. But other than that, no changes. The closed door, and no one visible from the window now.
So I guess they don't want to come out and play.
Well, should we send some people into the vines?
Well, I guess we burn everything down.
I know the map only shows the front, but is there a back entrance to the house now that we've...
There is. So this is a player-created map. It's really
Yeah.
phenomenal. So this isn't the main map. There is a back entrance. It enters into the kitchen. I can put you guys on that, but it's like 2 squares away from the house. I just don't have any space on that.
We need to get up to the house first.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm just wondering if we've made all of this noise, maybe not approaching from the same direction as the noise is smarter.
there's only forest. If you go to the game map, I believe it. Yeah, so if you go to the game map, the forest you guys are in is accurate. If you go here and look, that's this sort of clump of forest here. So the rest of this area is just pure vineyard, basically. You're kind of at the only crossroads at the entrance here. So it's the closest forest point to the home. So observer is effectively like right here. And then you guys are kind of stuck in here somewhere. So you can go around, but
And
it's
then we could go like around this way.
yeah, I mean you can theoretically go out and around as much as you'd want, but you'd be approaching through pure vineyard, no path. So
Okay.
I mean,
you can do that.
Are we
Okay.
still under the effect of passed out trace?
It's an hour, so I spent 5 minutes in the tree before. I don't know how long you're going to say this is all taken.
We could just say it's been like 12 minutes total.
Okay, so we got 48 left.
I'll start keeping track of time.
And I can always cast it again if we need to.
Do you have 2 second-level slots?
I do.
Dang, okay.
I'm just a little worried that like we just set off a bunch of loud booms on this side of the house and they ran away from.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to take long to get to the other side if we want to go around from the other
It's
side.
just if they're if they know we're here and know we're on the north side, maybe coming in from the south is maybe
You
better.
guys want to go check out the other side? We can stealth around.
Derek, do you have a map for the other side?
I do not, but we can make it work. We can...
Flip the map, pretend the trees aren't there?
Yeah. What we can do, the easy thing to do would probably put you guys in this corner, and then just say you've got double of this to get through before you get to the house, and then when you do get to the house, I can show you the other side of the house. So you'd have basically double this vineyard to get through on the other side. It looks about... Yeah, that seems fair. The closest point in that forest would be about double.
All right, let's just do that then. You guys go with that?
Okay, so I'll move all of you here, and just assume that you're in forest here. So you have basically twice the distance. You have 140 feet to get to the other side of the home. Does that make sense?
So we go through it once and we go through it again.
Basically, yeah.
So I'm gonna do the same thing. Is just chill up in the forest on the other side.
Okay, so you'll be
There is
out
no
of
forest.
range. You'll be out of
There is.
range from. You can't reach the house from the forest here, Royce, because you're about twice as far. What's your total range for your bow?
600.
600.
It says 150/600.
I
I
think.
think that's at like a disadvantage.
Yeah, I think there's like some crazy ass. Well, no, you're still in range then, because you're gonna be basically you'll be at max range from the forest here.
Either way,
Longbow,
this whole map, corner to corner, pretty much.
Well, this map is no longer accurate now because you're on the other side. Basically, so what you have here is what you see times 2 to get to the home now.
Okay.
But even if you times 2 it, that's 140. So we'll still say you're within range. If you just that you're fine. That worked out really well in your favor.
I checked before.
That I was like, that's perfect. So so let's say you guys traveled a good amount, but I'm assuming you went as quickly as you could, considering your bonuses. You didn't see anything out of the ordinary. Observer, on your way around, you do find another sign. You find it at the crossroads from the entrance to the winery and the sort of secondary road that the winery is off of. It reiterates the stuff that you found earlier, but it does mention a place called Yester Hill, and it again refers to the tree in a formal sense, and it also refers to something called the smoke staff. It basically is saying, be sure the smoke staff stays safe. And this one does seem to be later in a timeline from the first one that you found.
Interesting. I'll reiterate that to the group.
Okay. So everyone clear about what they're looking at now? The house in front of them is on the back side of the home, what you're currently looking at. There was a singular window, and that's it. So you have one window, and there's a sort of a jetted piece. I'll show you guys just so you can see it.
Here's my question, real quick, before we split off. So my plan is to go up in the tree. Are we fighting outside? Because if you guys go inside, then I have to come join you, which means I have to go through the fields.
I mean, I would imagine we'd have to go inside at some point.
Right. My point is, are we trying to draw them out for a while, or you like if you guys end up going through the fields and just get to the house? Like, I need to know when to catch up with you. Is my point, and then the other point is, if there's stuff in the field, I'm gonna have to go through the field. So is it better if I just stick with you guys?
So this is just for. Ideally, you wouldn't see into this room, but I don't want to deal with walls right now. So this is the other side of the house you guys are currently facing. So there is now a raised step up into the first floor. There's two kind of like tower-like
turrets.
Sort of structures here on the back side of the building, and there's just one singular window that looks into a kitchen. What seems to be like a kitchen or a workshop or something. So this is now the side of the home you guys are facing.
If we're trying to sneak in, it only works. Pass without trace only works within a certain range.
Yeah. I mean, are you trying to sneak through the fields?
That was my assumption, but I don't think I said it out loud.
Then yeah, I'll just stick with you guys then. It's fine.
Yeah, I think that would be smart because we're gonna have to get in at some point. From what we already saw, it doesn't sound like our the whoever's inside is gonna come out.
Okay.
We're gonna have to get in there and get close to these druid-like individuals.
All right, you guys want to move up?
Yep.
So we stick around Royce and we try to move in stealthily.
Okay.
Are we just gonna go through one of these straightaways right here?
Sure.
Do we need to roll a stealth check?
Wherever he's going.
Just do passive stealth checks.
I don't know what passive stealth checks mean.
Oh, but I rolled a stealth check that's way better than my passive.
Grim, your mic is really low now too.
I rolled a stealth check that's way better than my passive. Is that any better?
No.
Sam? Sounds fine to me though.
So you guys will get halfway through. Let's springboard back to the top. And we can roll stealth, that's fine. But you guys are a big ass group, so
So it'll just be whatever.
How is this?
Plus 10. So 20.
everyone call out. I want to say it took 30 minutes to get around quickly but efficiently. So you guys should have plenty of time to get to the home at least with this. So your two companions rolled a 3 and a 10.
So 13 and 20.
Yeah, well, it's without their bonuses. So, everybody else rolled 10, 25.
I had rolled stealth earlier.
19.
So I don't know.
Sorry, is without a trace, is it plus 10 or is it with advantage?
Plus 10.
10.
Plus 10.
My roll, Shatner, I added the plus 10.
So that's
you did? Okay.
29.
I
29
did
for me.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so mine is a
Cool.
19.
35 for me.
Damn. All right. Nothing changes. The Adrian and Elver are getting kind of shaky here, but they're sticking with you. Like it seems too easy, but we'll keep close. They have their short swords drawn, and they're just kind of looking around a bit squirmy. You can kind of get the feeling they're not used to days like this. They mostly work in these fields, not trying to not die in them. So
I'd prefer not to be in the front, so
pull you back here.
What is happening?
So
Are we all moving up like this? Yeah.
I'll say
Are
you
we-
guys can get to the edge. Mac, I'm assuming you're moving up.
Yeah.
Are we not going around the back of the house? I'm confused.
I don't have a back of the house map. So we're just
We
going
were-
to stick on this map until you get close enough to the house and we'll switch to the other map.
Oh,
But right now you're looking at that map that I showed you, basically, where it's just one kitchen entrance in the singular window. So you guys are at the edge of the vineyard now. And nothing has happened. So you've traveled the 140 feet. You're just a matter of, we'll say this is accurate, you're like 20, 25 feet from the home itself. And there's just no cover from here to the home now.
okay. Are we headed in?
Yeah, I guess. No point in staying out here.
Who's first?
I'll go.
I can follow Vemrak because I'm the other.
Where is the entrance?
I'm going to move you guys over. Give me 1 second. All right. So the two family members, the two brothers, they kind of like sort of sprint up a bit and kind of hug the wall and they're just looking out back towards the vineyard, just kind of shifty eyes, and they just whisper as quietly as they can. They're like, I can't believe we did that. There's got to be some out there. We have to expect that if shit goes down in here, which it probably will, there may be some that come, or our retreat or our exit from this place may not be as easy as our entrance. So
Is there a way that we can like block our path as we go through, so that like, if they're just sticks?
yeah, so Adrian mentions, he's like, this is not a kitchen, sorry, this is he's like, this first room here is a glass blowing workshop. There's also a staircase that goes down into the cellar. It may be good to clear the cellar first, that way we don't have like two flanks behind us. Unfortunately, this is a tiny room here, and he points to the space you guys are up against. So he goes, the cellar down below is relatively large, and who knows what's down there. But the next door from the room past where we're at now is our massive fermentation vats. So we're going to really need to be quiet here until we want to attack something, because we're going to be pretty much surrounded. So he's like, it's up to you guys what you want to do. But yeah, if you want to bar things up, there's plenty of barrels and pieces of wood and glass and rubble and tables that we could use to try and close some doors. So
What do you guys think?
Is that stairwell the only entrance to the cellar?
mm,
And does it have
No.
a door?
no, he mentions that it's the only let me see. He points to the, hopefully all of you can see this, he points to this sort of outcropped area. Like, there is a stairwell here that goes from the vat room down into the cellar, and then this part of the building is actually a ramp that is used to pull barrels up from the cellar to the loading dock. So both of these locations have access to the cellar. So there's the traditional staircase through the room to the north, and then there's two additional ways down. He says the ramp is actually quite steep and covered in sawdust at this point. So it's not a very easy climb, if possible, but you can get down it without an issue.
I mean, I'm preferential to finding the druids and killing them versus worrying about the little guys, but that's me.
Okay, so are we clearing the cellar first?
Sure. Let's do it.
So I'll move up and see if the door is locked or if it opens.
The door is not locked. You may open that without issue. A dirty window in the south wall allows dim light to enter this room. Wine bottles are manufactured here, as evidenced by the tools lying about. The wooden rack full of freshly blown glass bottles along the south wall. The hearth built up in the southern west corner, and a barrel of sand standing next to it. A staircase descends underground, and between it, the racks of bottles, stands a barred door. That barred door is to the north. So this door is actually defensible, and Adrian and Elver mentioned that. He's like, there's a good lock on this door to keep any would-be thieves out from the actual barrel rooms. So if we did want to go downstairs and come back up, this is possibly a good door to bar.
Okay.
Can they?
Vimrak, you going first?
Yep.
All right. So
I can't
everyone's going down.
Yep.
All right, just give me an order for the stairs.
I can follow Vemrak.
I'll be
Okay.
Here,
behind.
Toto, myself.
Oh.
Wee.
As you guys descend, the two brothers kind of mention, like, do you guys just want us behind you, or do you want us to stay back? What do you guys think is best?
Probably behind us.
Sure, you can make sure that door is locked behind us too.
Yeah, they made sure they locked both doors.
What's the lighting like down here?
Give me 1 second.
The abyss.
I've got some movement to do.
Wee.
Okay.
I'm
So it's
flying.
you, then you. So you guys descend a staircase. The two bros are out here. Thick moss covers the walls of this underground staircase. At the foot of the steps is a landing with a arced wooden door set into the north wall.
You gonna go? Open the door? Do you wanna check for traps first?
Yes. Door is unlocked. You guys
Yeah.
can open it.
Do I need to be in the front to check for traps, or you can?
No, you can say it doesn't seem to be trapped. Wooden pillars and beams support this 10-foot high ceiling of ice-cold cellar, which is split in 2 by 5-foot thick brick wall. A thin mist covers the floor. Each half of the cellar features an 8-foot high wooden partition that doubles as a wine rack. The western rack stands empty, but the eastern one is half filled with wine bottles. No need for a perception check. You guys hear movement. And you guys hear muffled speaking on the other side of the wall to your north. In the cellar. It's a bit echoey. You assume as well that the sound of just the door alone also most likely made, if there's something down here, hear that as well.
What is this to my right, Shatner?
That is the ramp that barrels are rolled up to the floor above. So it's kind of covered in sawdust. It's like a staircase without any of the stairs, just like a flat, a smooth ramp that heads up to the floor above.
Okay, and I'm hearing like voices here.
A singular voice on the other side of this wine rack that's in front of you.
So
a muffled sort of voice as you open the door, and then you kind of heard the mist-filled room and the damp coldness kind of echo a bit of the door kind of swinging open. So it's very quiet down here, so any kind of motion or movement is most likely heard.
I'll tap Vemrak.
I'll just like look at the rest of the group and kind of like say, "Get ready." I'll whisper,
And I'll point at you, Vemrak, and point kind of to the left and myself and right, like kind of gesturing to have each of us take a side of this wine rack. God damn it.
okay. I'll motion like on the count of 3. We'll each make our move.
Sure.
Count down
Okay.
like
Thumbs up.
1, 2, 3.
So go. Oh, not too far. Too far. Let's see. So, as you guys kind of move into the room as quietly as you can, you're now seeing, who has vision in here? It's completely black.
Oh, it is. That's what I was
Vemrak.
asking earlier.
I do.
I was gonna cast on myself.
I have true vision.
True, that's true.
And I've got 300 feet of dark
I have
vision.
dark vision.
Okay, so the two humans behind you are kind of like stumbling around. They can't see shit. And they kind of like whisper that as they're heading down the staircase. Observer, you have something you can cast?
I just cast dark vision on myself.
Okay, so you have that before is fine. So as you kind of move in, you realize that these bottles are kind of butt to butt. And then as you guys are kind of glimpsing towards the noise, something moves behind the eastern wine rack, which is the one to your guys' north. Through the holes, you glimpse a half-dozen humanoid figures, one with a full rack of antlers. You hear a gravelly voice mutter the words of a spell. He is going to cast... Oh no. Oh, that sucks. Give me a second.
Can I cast duck?
See, all that planning, Vemrak, and he's just going to take it away from us.
He casts... Oh man, this is going to be a bitch. I used a different token, and now it's going to be like, you don't have that. I don't care. I am God. I can cast whatever I want. No. Oh god, that's tedious. Okay. He's going to cast Thunderwave. So shards of glass and a massive explosion that you guys are now used to, basically, is going to come flying out in... Why did that do that?
Let's see, picking on us.
What the fuck is this? Don't even want that. Sweeps out from you, each creature in a 15-foot cube. So let's do 1, 2, 3. Vemrak, you're safe. The rest of you, including one of the humans, we'll say Adrian is in the doorway. All of you, so everyone but Elver and Vemrak, rolled a save for me.
Oh, we all succeeded.
Everyone but Adrian. And then let's roll damage. So total damage is 9, which means you guys take half or none.
Half. Half
Half.
as much damage as you guys can push. So is it rounded down or up?
Up.
I think damage.
I think we've been playing down.
Yeah.
Yeah, down is fine. So unsecured objects in this area are automatically pushed 10 feet, which means there are shards of glass flying everywhere. Most of those bottles were full. Vimrak, you're crying inside. The room immediately smells like ice, cold, beautiful wine. And then all of you can roll initiative. Everyone is wearing decent shoes, I'm guessing. The floor is now covered in glass and wine. So just be aware that if you were to fall or prone, there's possible for some damage in just that alone. There's still an issue of light. Adrian and Elver are going to kind of call out like, happy you guys can, after this explosion, like their ears are ringing, they're flying back. Adrian kind of coughs up, as he hits the wall. And takes some damage. He's going to call out, like, anyone make light? We're going to be useless. We can run back up and get a torch, but that's the best we can do.
I say just stay back. We got this.
We're not just going to stand in a staircase. We're going to at least watch the retreat.
Yeah,
so
watch the... Yeah.
You hear them kind of, like, scurry up. And then... Let's do it. So, combat. Roll. He is not actually, so he rolled a 2. He doesn't have his typical bonuses, which would be what?
I'll be right back.
Okay. Alright, so that's gonna put him up to initiative value. Let's put him at 10. Okay. Observer, you're gonna be up. And I wanted him here, and I wanted him here. So, go ahead.
All right. Oh, there's are blights in there. I got a question real quick before I do this. Can you hop up in another channel?
Yeah.
Really wish I had AoE.
Oh, I have AoE.
Oh, nice. Well, we only need probably just one.
I am finally at the point where the full cleric battle mode is available to me.
Nice.
Okay, so it's time to have some fun. I want 8 wolves in this room.
I'm gonna drag Vimrak up real quick.
Did you say you want 8 wolves?
8 wolves.
Are you
I get them
summoning
for an hour.
summoning woodland creatures?
I am conjuring animals.
Oh, okay.
There are fairy spirits that take the form of whatever beast. Since I'm doing 8 beasts of challenging 1-4 or lower, which is wolves, so I get 8 wolves. Which, if you don't remember, their ability, pack tactics.
Yep.
We all count as allies.
You said that lasts for an hour.
Alright, what do you need? 8 fucking wolves?
Yeah, they're small. They're not giant wolves.
Do you have the compendium I gave you?
Where do they go?
Any
Everywhere.
spots around me that I can see. So essentially here, yep.
Fuck you.
Welcome to druids.
Welcome to me finally realizing how to play my class.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I see 7.
Yeah, one more should go. Oh, why'd you move?
You have 2 in the hallway.
Oh, I can't see the other one. The other one should go right there.
Fine.
Thank you. That way I can actually see it. And their initiative is rolled as a group.
Okay.
So if you just want to roll for them, I posted their stats in there.
I rolled a 3.
Okay. And do they get any bonus for initiative?
Most likely. Where is initiative on the character sheet?
Is it like Dex?
Isn't it wisdom? I thought it was a wisdom. Or am I?
Is it just plus wisdom?
They
They have a +1 to wisdom. So 4.
And since you're just sitting there not doing anything, Shat, can you make the health bars visible?
Fuck yeah.
Oh, nope. It is dexterity.
It's
Okay,
Dex.
so 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not that it changes anything, but
Alright. Oh man, I thought I did this.
I'll cast. Is that not working? Oh, it is casting. Never mind. Sorry. Cancel. Oh, do Shalala as my bonus. And how far should we be able to see down here? Dark vision?
I think dark vision is 60 feet.
That's what mine says.
I have.
Oh, yep. Because I can only see 15 right now.
I'll update your vision.
Thanks.
So
My
you
dark
have
vision is stupid.
vision.
I have 300 feet of dark vision.
60 dim.
Okay. In that case, now that I can see those areas, can you put this wolf here? Further right there. Sorry.
Everyone else's
That's what
vision
I-
is fine. Yeah, it looks like it.
Can you give me control of these guys? Is that a thing you can do?
Are we able to pass through these?
Yeah, they're allies.
But others are not.
You can
The enemies
always you can
Yeah.
always pass through allies. You cannot pass through enemies.
This is so, this
Try
is
and
so broken.
try and move this one.
Did you give him owner of the actor?
Can't. I can only drag. It doesn't do anything.
Resources.
They're blue. They're like allies.
Yeah, they're friendly, but
You have to give the actor so if you the easy way to do this is to figure out what your summoner is going to cast and make tokens for them and then give them ownership of the tokens.
Okay.
Or ownership of the actors, and then when you drag the tokens out, so like if you're gonna frequently summon wolves, it's useful to just like create a wolf token.
Make that wolf token. Okay.
Yeah, like in my
We'll just
games,
deal with
like,
this for
yeah.
now and get it.
Yeah, I'll just tell you where I want them to move and attack.
Okay.
You can do it for me.
Okay.
Just move this one over here to over there. Thank you. That's it.
I've
That's
run
your turn.
around with
My
before.
turn is the turn tracker's not up. Combat's
Okay.
not started. There you go.
There
we go.
Perfect. I will move here and I will attack. Fucking. Okay, 11 hit points. I will. I will attack.
He is in
this
melee
wolf.
range.
Yeah, I forgot that was a range, so I'll just do it from here and attack the wolf. Attack rolls fine. Damage. Roll 6.
5 HP left. I'm guessing we're attacking that. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'll
Can't see their
have.
old price.
We're not gonna get them right now. I'm not adjusting 8 fucking
There was-
tokens right now.
Making sure you know.
He's gonna move here. This one is going to attack you, Vimrak.
Sorry.
You're good.
I think I posted that same thing a while back.
Fuck it. This one's gonna move here. Attack this wolf. Claws on its left. Fuck.
Nah.
He is
Critical
going
failure.
to be prone and covered in glass and wine. Toto, you're up. So basically, you've got these blights kind of spreading. Everyone can smell wolf on the air now as well, and there's this sort of wet dog and wine smell as well. There's a druid kind of frantically looking back and forth. Now you can see through the now somewhat cleared wine rack next to you. Assume that you can shoot through this, probably, Royce. Others may have a harder time. Probably couldn't get a melee through it unless you were like stabbing.
I can't see.
You can drag the background, and you'll see better.
I
You'll
will
basically
just,
deselect yourself.
I'm just gonna erase this wall, but just act as though it's there. Does that work?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Toto, you're up, and then
I cast Spirit Guardians.
Spirit Guardian. You call for spirits protect you. They Well, that's fucking sick.
So everybody within 15 feet of me has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Sorry, every hostile. So
Every hostile.
I am designating the wolves, everybody in the party, and our allies are immune to
Okay.
this.
And this is going to be 16.
Yeah, 16
Save.
DC.
Let me see. These guys
And this
have.
lasts for 10 minutes.
Oh god. Are they taking damage from this, or is it
Yes.
just? Oh, they have a -1 to wisdom. All right. So 8, 17,
Ugh.
13, 1, 2, and then. Oh man, it's brutal. I didn't realize I didn't set this up fully. +2, 19. 19, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All of them failed, but the druid and one of the needles. So what's the...
So anybody who didn't fail takes 9 damage.
Okay.
Whoever did fail takes, I guess, 4. And everybody within the area of effect of the spell.
Wait, if you didn't fail, you take more? Or is that backwards, you mean? 4, okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, it's full damage or half damage.
Okay, gotcha.
And then anybody within the range of the spell, their movement speed is halved.
Okay.
And it's radiant damage, if that matters.
Okay. Gotcha. So 4 on a success and then 9 on a failure.
Yeah.
It happened every single turn?
Anytime on a turn when they enter or leave it.
Jesus.
Damn. But if they're still inside of it, then they don't.
No, if they start the turn there, it hits them.
Oh, yeah, I see that now.
Okay.
It's weird, because if you wanted to play it like a rogue, it would happen every turn, but I'm assuming that's D&D bad rules. So, the first turn you cast it, you can get lucky if you're early in the initiative order and get 2 hits. But after that, it's 1 hit per round. So, when their turns come up in the turn order, they're going to have to save again. And
because they started their turn there.
Yeah, and then after...
It's the same stuff as...
Yeah, it's bad wording in how they write stuff, but whatever. Yeah, it should say once per round, but...
That'd be too easy.
Because if it said the first time on a turn, it would mean every single turn. Because it's worded. It's like sneak attack. They probably meant once per round, but you can sneak attack every single turn, so... Anyway. Okay, so that's my action. I am not going to move or take a bonus action, because I kind of like where I am. So that's the end of my turn.
So the clearly different creature is going to run to this corner.
Constitution saving throw.
In the still 16.
Yep.
Fail. So same damage, 9.
If you want it, yeah, we can do the same damage. That makes it easier.
Okay.
And getting out of that is going to take him 20 feet of movement.
Okay, that's fine. So he is going to cast a spell. You're going to see his skin kind of shimmer a bit, and it looks as though he's now made of maybe bark. He is also going to pull Vimrak, roll me a perception check. Vimrak and Royce, roll me a perception check. He's going to go into this corner. His skin is going to change. And then he's going to turn around and he's going to kind of hunch over and do something.
Sorry. I was
You know
pulling
what,
my nose.
Toto, you can as well. Okay, Vemrak is the only one that sees this. A snake is going to slither out from some part of his body, Vemrak, that you notice, and it's going to kind of make its way north. It's not going to get too far. Let's just say that it's kind of like in the corner here. I will draw a quick little. Oh, that is not a snake. A little snake.
South.
There we go. It's not that big, but you're the only one, Vimrak, that's going to notice the snake kind of leave its person, and it is let's say it's like a brownish, probably medium to small size snake is going to try and make its way south along the wall, and you assume he's kind of doing this with some secrecy, or attempting to do so, as no one else notices this but Vimrak, and that's going to be his turn. Vimrak, you're up.
Okay. Am I within striking distance of the snake?
I would say you're going to take disadvantage just because there's an enemy right there. But you can try and hit it. It's going to be a little tougher because there's that enemy in that space.
Okay. Would I be able to instead move to this square?
You can't move
Here
through
or
that. No, you can't. I mean, you can. I mean, that's just a wine rack if you want to like try and like just fucking bash it down. I don't know how fucking barbarian you're trying to go, but you couldn't easily move to that point. No, I mean it seems relatively well made, but it's also been hit by a thunder wave at this point. So
Okay. I'll shout out that he made a snake. I'm not intelligent enough to know the significance of that. But the fact that he did it sneakily. So as a bonus action, I'd like to rage.
okay.
Okay, and then I'm going to this one that's right here in front of me. I'm going to go ahead and attack.
Okay.
Reckless attack.
Okay. That definitely hits. Seven total.
Okay, and I'm going to.
I'm asking 7 total.
Yeah.
That one's dead.
Okay. Can I step into the space he previously occupied?
Yep.
Okay, and now I'd like to swing at the snake.
Okay. You have 2 attacks now at 5.
Yes.
Oh, God. 15 hits.
I can lop off its head.
Yeah. Do you want to describe it or just kill it?
Yeah, as it's like.
It's kind of in the corner. It's trying to like sneak out, kind of.
Yeah, it's gonna get lopped into like clean break. It didn't stand a chance.
Okay. Anything else?
No, that'll be my turn.
You have the fullest kind of vision now, quote unquote, that you've had of this kind of creature in front of you, and it's looking at you now, just kind of in complete terror. You can tell now. You can smell even over the overabundance of wine smell in this room that he was probably drinking down here himself and having a grand old time. So you definitely ruined his party as a group in probably the worst way possible. So
actually, if it's possible, I'd like to just move next to him.
Yeah, you can have no problem doing that.
Okay.
And This guy is going to needle at you, Vimrak. Is this
He's
advantage?
gotta make a
'Cause you're-
Constitution saving throw first.
God damn it. A 9.
Fail. So it's 9 damage.
You guys are no fun. This one is dead. Fuck me. Royce, you're up.
Welcome to my hell, Shatner. I'm just here to screw your
Sorry, I'm
games
looking
up.
for 100% mark. There it is. Okay, on the druid. And then I will attack.
Okay.
Are you moving?
Nope.
Wait, you can shoot through?
Other
Fine.
than he could shoot through it. All those bottles
okay.
were gone. So I've said he was the only one because of his skill with a bow that
Lucky.
could make it through there easily. 16 hits. Oh
Okay.
no, I'm sorry, 16 misses. I forgot he casted.
Okay, another attack. 24.
24 hits.
And
11 damage. Plus 17 total.
so he has he taken damage? Yeah, he took
He has
damage
taken
from
damage.
venom. Okay.
Yeah. 17 total. Oh god.
25.
Oh my god. Adjustments need to be
Where's those
made.
coming from?
Fucking Hunter's Mark plus Monster Killer or whatever it's called.
Colossus Slayer.
Colossus
Damn.
Slayer. Yeah. And of course he has 2 attacks as well. You want to describe your kill?
Go for it, man.
Perfectly timed through the somewhat shivers of glass that are still perched in part of the wine cellar bottle holder area here. You fit an arrow exactly where it needs to be, surprising even Vimrak, even though he's used to arrows flying by him and killing things next to him. The creature is so kind of dainty and hunched in this corner that the shot through the head almost for a brief second kind of sticks him to the wall, as the wood in here is so damp that it's kind of malleable. But then his head slides off and he hits the ground. As he does so, Vimrak, you look down and see kind of like bugs and critters and stuff just kind of flurry across the floor, seemingly coming from his body. Some of them go towards your feet and might try and scurry up you. Do you try and stomp those out or let them be?
Oh yeah,
Stomp them out?
we're fucking them up.
We're good. So you spend a little time definitely trying to eradicate the nasties that have spawned from this little creature in front of you, but you have a little issue doing so. Anything else, Royce?
No, that's it.
Okay. This guy is thoroughly fucked. I will roll my constitution, fucking fail and die, and then the wolves are up.
Alright, I'll come at him. Wolves! Attack!
Attack! Well,
So-
2 conditions here. Dead.
I would go ahead and move these wolves. And that one to surround the enemy first, all the way around.
Why can't I do that? Big status. Surround this enemy?
Yep.
What, all of them
Oh.
here?
Yeah, 5 of them. Or let's do 4.
Okay.
And then let's just attack with them first.
Okay.
Each one of them, they have +4 to attack, and they have advantage.
It's dead.
Okay, and then the other 4 will surround this one.
As best as possible.
Yep.
Same thing. It's dead. You
Yep.
guys have cleared the room.
Yep.
Just before that last needle blight dies, you hear the 2 somewhat familiar voices now, kind of call / like whisper from up top, and it's like there's movement above. Be careful. And you guys are currently out of combat.
Okay. Do you guys want to go up?
Do we still have Pass Without a Trace on us?
Yeah.
If
we
I
should.
if I keep Spirit Guardians up, that may, I don't know, Shatner. I'm
No, really,
assuming
no point of it.
flying Spirit Guardians in a radius around me are going to
Kind of trigger
ruin stealth.
some responses. Yeah.
It's like I'd kind of like to find these guys, the other druid, while this is still active, if that's all the same to everybody
Yeah, I
else.
agree. Just rush through this place.
I want to loot real quick before, or are we just going? Are we
But
moving?
we can loot after. We got the
Okay.
wolves up, and we got my Spirit Guardians up, so it might make sense to just haul ass.
I agree.
Okay.
So that Spirit Guardians template should just follow me, but I'm not going to try to drag it right now.
That's fine.
I'll just
You
if we
guys
get
going
in
the same
combat,
way
I'll
or
put it.
going up this other?
I'm just
other
searching
area?
this room real quick.
Just another wine rack. Nothing of note in that other room. It looks like it hasn't been used in a long time. Probably just out of lack of production, if anything.
Do we want to go up the glass blowing
I'm
stairwell?
gonna go
or
back
the
up
turret?
with the
Go
bros.
back up? Okay.
Okay. I'll move.
Good job holding
you just-
down the staircase, guys.
They're like, yeah, what the hell
Team-
happened down there?
Team effort, man. It's all good.
So they mentioned they were kind of looking into this room to the north. Are the wolves all coming?
Yes. If we have bigger places, I'll be able to make higher rank creatures. They just can't fit through these tiny rooms.
Oh, remind me to make the tiniest fucking combat rooms.
And then we'll get 8 wolves.
I'll just assume there's 8 fucking wolves behind us.
Probably a good point of order question, Shatner.
Yes.
In the future and now, Spirit Guardians doesn't specify if they pass through walls or not.
Through walls. Okay. I'm gonna say that
Spirits.
they do. So assume that if you do come up, well, it would go even through the floor above. Let me see.
That is a screwed up spell.
It's
It's 15 feet? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, sphere. I
Okay,
like
yeah,
that
so you
spell.
basically have angels just flying around you in 15 feet. So if you do want to come up the stairs, assume that it would go into what they've referred to as the vat room as well. That's up to you.
yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna turn it off because it's. I mean, Toto wouldn't
level
turn
3
it off
spell.
either. Toto doesn't care. Like at this point, we're in combat mode, and Toto's gonna use. At this point, Toto wants to find the other druid and kill him. So I guess, does anybody object to me opening the door to move
Nope.
forward?
Careful. I need to get this room ready.
Because I'm guessing I have like 9 minutes left.
That's fine.
Just let me know when an hour has passed, Shatter. In game. That's
Will
how
do.
long the wolves will last.
Oh, total for them, 1 hour, of course.
All my summons, they last for a full hour.
Okay.
Just so you know, it is concentration spell. So if you hit me, you have a chance of ending it.
Okay. So these things would just kind of attack without you controlling them. So even through the walls, they could be striking at things as well, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I
Or
wouldn't
guardians.
worry Unless you, well, I don't know. It's up to you how high the ceilings are and whatnot.
Well, you've come up the stairs and you're at the door now, right?
Yeah.
Um.
So anything 15 feet radius.
All right. Fuck it. Let's go full chaos mode. Toto, you're closest. Your angelic sphere. Your spirit guardians are just going ham on the through the wall on the like. Imagine you're just kind of standing here and everyone's just looking almost in awe at this point as they're like striking through the wall and you're hearing connections through the door as they're just hitting multiple creatures on that side. This door is still barred and holding pretty well, but it doesn't seem to be like anyone's pressing on it. But there's a lot of something on the other side that the guardians are just fucking hitting. Let me. God, I wish this room was bigger.
Me too.
Oh, what did I do? Oh no. Okay. Okay. So you're hearing connections through the wall. And you're probably even hearing things die. So do with that what you will. You're not in combat. But there's a large room on the other side.
I'll gesture.
The two brothers are just in they're just literally whispering like, what is going on?
I'll say the power of Torm is protecting us. I think there's more beyond this door, and I'll gesture at my spirits flying through. You guys ready for us to open it? I'll just look at everybody.
Yep.
I'm ready.
I'll gesture to one of the brothers to unlock it, I guess.
It's you can kind of see how it's the mechanism for which it's done. Those are sick. That's perfect. Tokens, yeah. Sorry guys, I got distracted. Those are nice. Shelby's making custom tokens with resin for playing Magic.
Awesome.
You can see how it's locked. It's pretty well reinforced, but again, there's no pressure on the door. It's kind of like there's something mindless on the other side, just fucking taking these hits. So you're free to open the door.
All right.
Hello.
I'll barge through and I'll walk in.
Works calling. Let's take a 5-minute bio. There's someone at work doing a big task tonight. I was gonna have to call her at some point. So let me take this call. Let's do a 5-minute bio.
Yep.
All right, bye.
Have we been doing concentration checks this whole time?
I don't think
I haven't had any spells
come
that.
up much. My favorite part of Spirit Guardians is it's not a concentration spell.
Really?
Nope, it's not.
Is that a different Spirit Guardians than the Spirit Guardians in D&D 5e?
Is it just not saying it on the short version?
Yeah, it doesn't say it in Foundry. But it's concentration.
Oh,
for 10
it
minutes.
does say it inside there. It does say that's right. It is concentration. Never mind. You're right. Hate how it doesn't say
Yeah, so
that.
stay back. It is really, because I was looking, I was like, holy fuck, it's not even concentration. You can just roll in there and not even worry about getting hit. And then I looked at mine and realized it wasn't showing there for that either.
Yeah. I mean, it's a damn good spell, though. Like,
oh, yeah. You can murder things through walls.
well, that's more DM discretion. That's why I asked it, because I wanted to know how we wanted to play it. Because I'd take either way. Like, I'm not gonna... Spirit
You
Guardians
can't retcon it now.
Well, and also, like, the fact that it can get 2 hits off on the first turn is also kind of cheesy, because it's really just bad wording That's why I was saying for like rogue sneak attack, I'm pretty sure they just meant sneak attack to work once per round, but because of the way they worded it, it's every turn. So like, yeah,
It's fucked up.
they doubled down on it.
I mean, it's kind of a similar thing to my spores. It works the same kind of way, except I don't cast it first. That's the only
Yeah.
difference.
Oh,
I think
that's
he
right.
added a couple extra blights in there because of my wolves.
Oh, I'm sure. Because I mean, because Spirit Guardians and Wolves are going to be like one-shotting a
Yeah.
lot of stuff. And then my next action is, of course, Spiritual Weapon. Hi,
Does that also require concentration?
No, it's a one-action spell that gets to attack every turn on a bonus action, and it's
Yeah.
not, you can't target it. So it's yeah, like the basic cleric kit, unless you're a couple of very specific builds, is Spirit Guardians plus Spiritual Weapon. And then you
Yeah, makes sense.
you kind of move around to make sure Spirit Guardians is harassing everything, and Spiritual Weapon basically becomes a ranged attack. Like it's a melee attack, but because the weapon can move, you know, it's. And then I can just decide what I want my action to be every turn after that. But yeah, clerics come online at 5th level.
Oh yeah, it's certainly same with my class.
Yeah. It's like
You know, these guys get their fucking double attacks, but
I was nice and I didn't take Peace Cleric, because Peace Cleric literally breaks the game.
oh yeah.
I can give everybody plus 2d4 to basically every roll.
That's insane.
So I decided not to do that to Shatner. Because that's mean. It's just one of
Right.
those. It's up there with Echo Knights as like, if somebody knows what they're doing. Echo Knight is maybe the most broken class in the game. I get in trouble because I'm in a bunch of DM discords and they're always like, what do I do about my Echo Knight? You ban it. That's the answer. Like, if you're not playing a Critical Role campaign,
I'm back.
you ban it.
Look back.
There's another DM that's running Tomb of Annihilation, and he's got 2 Echo Knights in his party, and I'm just like, good fucking luck.
Chat said adjustments need to be made.
Yeah.
Yeah, me realizing how spells actually work kind of made my class power spike, and also hitting 5 power spiked me even more.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't even really get much use out of those, but those are huge.
Oh, they're still there.
Oh,
I know.
They're also meat
just-
shields.
Yeah,
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, just to prevent stuff from getting in range to us and shit. And
they're not even the good ones either.
Oh god.
Just wait until we have another fight.
I actually banned Summon Woodland Creatures from my game.
Yes, that Summon Woodland Creatures I think is a little different.
Well, the problem with Summon Woodland Creatures is the wording on the spell is so confusing that my player took it and thought they got to choose what they summoned.
Yeah, I
is-
mean, I'm not supposed to essentially choose what I summon with my thing. I'm supposed to just choose a
The CR. You pick a
CR, but I
CR.
asked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I asked Shatter before, and I was like, "Are you okay with me just like choosing these things?" And you just seem to be fine with it. So
Well, and like at least with most of the summon spells, it's pretty controlled. But Summon Woodland Creatures can summon 8 pixies.
yeah, that's just broken. I know we talked about this
Oh,
before.
Yeah, it's
That's
just like
8
come
wolves
on.
is one thing. 8 pixies is fucking broken though.
Yeah, like
What's special about pixies?
Pixies can cast invisibility, and they can cast, I think it's invisibility and flight at will once per day. So, like, you, for the cost of one spell, if you set it up right, can make your entire party invisible and flying. Like, and that is just, it's insane.
Yeah.
Like, if you
I
have
should go into every single fight like that.
well, no, the forethought is to actually do it before the fight.
Yeah, that's what I
Because-
mean. Like,
yeah.
you enter a fight like that.
Yeah. Because at that point, you don't care
Yeah.
about the pixies.
Yeah.
And then, of course, my player got pissed because I gave the NPC Thunderstep or whatever it is. So the pixies, he summoned them in a grouping. And then I was like, okay, my dude Thundersteps on top of them.
Yeah.
And it killed about half of them. He was very upset about that. And I was like, look, if you're
You can't just break the game.
if you're gonna play the game that way, I'm gonna play the game that way. Like, it's on, like, and I showed him the character sheet for the NPC. It was like, you knew this was the final boss fight basically for your character. So, and the characters knew each
Play
other.
with fire.
Well, the characters also knew each other too. Like, it was a grudge match fight.
Yeah.
And so I was like, yeah, of course this guy would be ready to counter you. But that character got the last laugh because that character is now no longer in control of the player, but is an immortal Ice Queen pirate.
Huh.
Yeah, he lost control of the character at the end of that fight because of the narrative around it. He succumbed to the dark side, as it were. Which lets me bring that character back in the other campaign we're running as a nemesis. Ha ha ha.
Did you watch Vox Machina?
The Amazon one?
Yeah.
No, like, it's funny because I run 2 other games and I do module development for Foundry. So, like, a couple months after I started running games, I just don't have the interest in watching actual plays anymore. Like, I don't dislike them.
The animate?
Yeah, but, like, I it's just, I don't care. Like, of all the things that I have time to watch, I'm not gonna watch. I'm not gonna watch, like, I don't know if it makes sense, but it's just like
Is that the Critical Role thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did watch the first
They made an animated
episode.
one.
I watched the first episode and I was kind of like, like, it's not bad, but I was just like, I would rather spend the time, like, designing my world rather than watching Matt Mercer's world.
Sure.
Because I used to listen to a whole bunch of actual plays, and it just all kind of fell off.
I listened to the whole first season. It took like 3 years.
Yeah, that's the other problem. They're so long.
Yeah, I just did it while I was doing other shit. It was just on in the background, and I probably wasn't paying attention for half of it. But it was cool to, like, just listen to. And
Oh, yeah. I mean, the
I'm
agenda...
talking about the animated show.
yeah, no, I get what you're saying. I knew that they did a crowdfunder for it, so they actually came out with it. It's released. Like, is it a full season or what is it?
Yeah, it's a full season, and it's
Well, they
really
crowdfunded
What-
and then got picked up by Amazon. So they're
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
good. It's kind of a fucked up move there, but
I mean, they got it out.
So they like doubled
Yeah.
it.
I mean,
Yeah.
hey, if I
Hey, good for them, man.
worked.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah.
if we get a second season because of it, fuck yeah. Because
Yeah,
I thought
exactly.
it was really good.
What plot?
it's
What timeline was it?
it's the Mighty Nine. It's the first Mighty Nine season, right? Or no, it's Vox Machina. Sorry, I'm an idiot.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I know, but what
it starts
part
with
of
the
that?
dragon. The blue dragon.
It's been so long, I don't even remember what part that is.
All right, fuckers. Are we all back? Hysteria, you here?
Yeah, bro.
Cool. The second the door is open, Entangle is going to be cast in the room you guys are all standing in, and there's a metric ever-living fuck ton of twig dudes. These are twig blights. They are smaller than the ones you'd fought before. They are tiny and they look pissed. They are on everything in here. They're on top of the wine barrels, on top of the staircase. They're actually small creatures, so they should be smaller than this. I don't know why these tokens aren't respecting that. So they're tiny. Ask for movement issues if you'd like, because I don't know, is there a minimum 5 feet that you take up, or maybe there is?
I know.
I don't know. We'll play it for that as now. To describe this room, everyone pay attention to this quickly. Deselect your character and look at my pings. There's 2 floors going on in this room. There is a central staircase here. I want you guys to understand that goes down to the base floor. So this floor here is on the ground floor, and you guys are currently 1 floor up. So the house is kind of built on a slant, if you will. If you're on the perimeter here, so from here to here to here to here, you're on the 2nd floor. There's like a balcony or like an overhang here, basically with a rail around.
I can't really see some all right here.
Yes, the perimeter as a U, like a really wide U.
Okay.
In this room is 1 floor above. So if Vimrak just charges, he charges down the stairs onto the floor below. If he goes to this, he's got to jump off that balcony. And let me see what the height is here. Let me see. So, a rich smell of fermentating wine fills this large 2-story chamber, which is dominated by 4 enormous wood casks, each one 8 feet wide and 12 feet tall. So let's just say that you're 15 feet up in here from the ground floor. So the staircase there is a 15-foot ascent descent. A balcony that clings to the south wall and around the corners as well. Which has 4 windows set into the balcony level. Stacked against the wall underneath the balcony are old, empty barrels below you. So basically, below you are these old barrels that I guess you couldn't see at this point anyway. Doesn't matter. West wall, Indian doors leading to wineries upper level, underneath the barrel. You can't see any of that stuff. All of you notice perched at the top of this area are some ravens that are kind of just checking some stuff out. Let's say there's 4 of them that are kind of just looking in this room at what's going on. However, you open the door and immediately plants and weeds and vines sprout from the ground below you at this point where Toto is in a 20-foot radius there. A creature in the area when you cast a spell must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained, so all of you roll me a strength saving throw. The creature restrained by plants can use its action to make a strength check against the spell DC. So Royce, you are restrained. Toto, you are restrained.
Does it do damage?
And let's get the rest of those.
Woohoo, no damage. Okay.
Fuck yeah.
Observer, you are not restrained.
I'm trying to see if I have advantage on
any
strength.
kind of like, yeah. So this would be.
Why did I get a 10 when I rolled a 9, and then it says +1 and +3?
Strength is going to be based on.
Maybe it was a 6 instead of a 9.
Yeah, you rolled. Yeah, you rolled a 6, and then you got strength bonuses based on your. Yeah, you got +4 from your strength.
It only affects things where the spell started, not things enter afterwards, right? It just turns the ground into difficult terrain. Yeah, for the duration, these plants turn the ground into difficult terrain.
Yes. which ironically enough, Royce, you are restrained, but you don't care about difficult terrain. So once you're not restrained, you can walk through this without any issue because of forest walk or whatever it's called. And then Vimrak, you have no issue doing that. So let's roll some initiative. Royce, is that your new initiative or is that? Yep, you're in. All right, let's do it. Fuck, how am I gonna do this room? All right, 1, 2, 1. Whoop,
Damn it.
You can roll for my dogs too. Just +2 to it.
3.
What happens if I hold my action and whatever I hold it for doesn't happen? I just
lose
lose
it.
it.
You waste a turn. Yeah. Okay. Dogs need.
If I get out of this thing once, do I have to like repeatedly get out of it? Is it a
No,
recurring thing?
it's a one time for you, and then you don't see it as difficult terrain because I think of a skill that you have.
Yeah.
Wow, they
I
rolled
forget
well.
what it is, but yeah.
Me. The wolves are good. Dude, everybody rolled high. Sorry, Vimrak. Way down there, bro.
Natural Explorer Forest. Difficult terrain doesn't slow your group's travel.
Oh, for
And your group can't become lost except by magical means.
18.
Can you post that?
Features.
18, 22. 22 and 20, and this guy goes to
I'm guessing you chose forest.
23.
Yes.
Sweet.
Difficult terrain.
Oh, when you're traveling for an hour or more.
Oh, yeah. So it wouldn't affect it here. You guys are still difficult. But I thought that you also had something innate as a ranger. That.
I mean,
like,
we're
allowed
always
you-
traveling. Seems arbitrary to say that we're not traveling right now.
Fuck off. There's Dex, Keen Sense, Ancestry. Check, something else I'm pretty sure makes it to where, like, terrain doesn't affect you. But I don't know. Exactly. Okay, what do we got? Well, Royce, you might want to figure it out because you are up first. So let's see.
Yes. So I'm gonna use an action is one of my attacks, correct?
Yes. Well, if you have
Well,
multi-attack,
both your attacks.
it'd be both, right? Because even if you have
Yeah.
to, isn't that how it works, Grib?
You don't get extra actions.
What was the question?
If you can attack twice, but you have to use an action to escape something, you can't attack after because you've already used your action to escape.
Yeah, if the bonus
Like one.
act, if the second attack comes as like, it depends if it's a bonus action or just you get 2 attacks as an action.
So the bonus action would have to be preceded by
You're like that monk.
an attack for you to do a second attack.
Well,
what I'm
if it's a bonus action, it doesn't. It only would have a requirement if it says it has a requirement.
Okay.
But getting 2 attacks in a turn is not a bonus action. It's a single action to
Okay,
get 2 attacks.
then it would be
I believe
single
multi-attack is.
multi-attack is an enemy ability usually, not a PC ability.
Oh, okay. Oh, because it's based on. How do they know they have they have 2 attacks then?
Well, I mean, if your class has multiple attacks, it'll just tell you when you get them.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm gonna say for now, if you have to use an action, then you just can't use an additional action unless it's a bonus.
It says,
It is.
yeah, looking up the rules, beginning at 5th level, you can attack twice instead of once whenever you take the action. Attack
Yeah,
on your
so
turn.
it's 2 attacks as part of the
As a
single
single
action.
Yeah, that
Do
makes
I
sense.
do I get a chance to break this at the start of my next turn or no? Like, is it still going to cost me an action on my next turn?
Yeah, you would. It would be an action either way, now or later. So right now, and the DC is. Damn it! It keeps getting moved.
It was
12.
like 12 or something. Yeah, so
You just
I'm out
beat
of it.
Okay, so you're out of it, and now you can move. I don't see anything, so move as if the terrain is difficult, which I think is just half. So you have half your movement speed now as well.
Yeah,
Use
I'm
arrow keys
just
to move.
yeah, I'm just gonna hold here until I see the druid, and then I will take my bonus action.
Well,
Are you underneath Toto for me?
you can see the druid from there.
Oops, I didn't mean to move forward.
There's
Sorry.
one here, and there's one here on your guys' level.
Where I'm at right now, I can't see it.
Yeah, you're underneath Toto right now for me.
Can I not do that? I can't share a tile with him.
No.
No.
Are
Okay,
you
so I have to be.
Why is that?
what size
why is it
creature are you?
in that?
Are you medium?
It's weird.
Yes.
You cannot share space with me then, no.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna hold my turn until I see one of the druids.
Okay. Let's begin. Let's go next. Let's go here.
Because there were enemies to the right and left of them, right? Correct.
Yeah, there's a fuck ton.
Shadow, just let me know when this one goes.
Which one?
The one I marked over here.
Okay. This one is going to roll acrobatics. And he's going to jump down onto this vat, jump over. He's going to
Constitution
stand.
save.
He's going to.
Is that a druid?
God damn it. He's going to get attacked by angels because I forgot and thought that was someone being nice and showing my entanglement, but it's definitely fucking angels.
That's one of the forest dudes, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
but
it's a
he's
druid.
one
Okay.
floor below, so you cannot see him.
Okay.
But the angels would be fine. It's a 16 DC, right?
I'm gonna. Can I not do that? God damn it.
Should be able to post it without consuming it.
I'm trying to, but it's not.
Yeah, it's a 16.
Okay.
So he passes. And then he is going to cast
So he'll take 4 damage.
4. Okay. 4. And then cool. He is going to cast Thunderwave.
He's below, right?
Yes. He's gonna cast it like that. Did it post it? Yes.
Does that to see us? Or does it go through walls?
He's just trying to cause damage. A wave of force sweeps out from you. Each creature in a 15-foot cube region from you must make a saving throw on a failed save. Creatures take. Vimrak, you're the only one. Roll the save at advantage. I want to see the damage damage here. You brace yourself and easily have no issues. No issues holding fast. He is going to.
I take half damage, right? So 3.
Yeah, that's fine. I hate that. He's going to kill this one. And this one. And he is going to basically... So he's going to basically be under this / on the side as he casts this. And he's going to try and fuck up the staircase. So he is going to successfully do that. And basically blow the legs out from the staircase below. So Vimrak, you're going to see wood go flying out from the side here. And you're going to see the staircase kind of sag a bit. He's going to use the rest of his movement to move here. That was, what, 20 total. He's going to be able to get there. That's fine. And then he's going to end his turn. These guys, where are they at?
Can I move here now that that spot's open?
On that enemy? No.
Oh, I thought you said that guy was dead.
I'm erased the one next to him. This spot's now open.
If you drag select in the background, you can see what everyone in the party sees.
Let me see. So he is going to move here, is going to move here. Aware, I need to take
Anything
a bunch
coming in there needs to
of
make
these
saving
fucking.
throws.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Fail, pass, fail, pass.
So it's
9
9 damage or 4 damage.
Yikes! That thing is fucking strong.
I rolled low too. I rolled 2 1s on the 3 damage dice.
You rolled what?
2 1s on the 3 damage dice. I rolled a 7 1 1.
What's the total then for this one?
D8 is the maximum.
You're still using the damage from when you cast it earlier, right?
9. It's the full damage is 9.
Okay, gotcha.
Sorry.
But it could go up to 24.
It could be really bad, but the average is going to be about 16 or so, I think. 12,
Yeah,
15,
it's pretty
12.
fucking good.
Yeah.
So we'll say this one and this one get to you, Vimrak. They are gonna just strike out with some claws. Are you at disadvantage still? Could you raging still, or does that stop?
Well, I guess it would be 1 turn if I'm not attacked or make an attack. So I would say it probably took longer than the turn to get here.
Oh yeah, so you're fine. Okay,
so
one of them.
I'm not raging.
Gotcha. So one of them is going to hit you. For big damage, 2 piercing. The other one is going to miss you. That is their turn. And then this druid is up. He is going to cast Shalalala. Appreciate that, observer.
It's mine.
And then so he's gonna make the weapon. I need to make a little sword or something. Flying sword. I'll cast it here. Well, I'll cast it here. It's fine. Oh, did not mean to move you. Cast it there. And then it's going to be... What's your AC right now, Vimrak?
Wait, what? How did he do that?
Who do it?
Shalala just enchants a weapon you're holding.
Oh, it doesn't make... Oh, he says getting
No.
range. Oh, god damn it.
It just
Um,
all it does is make it so your weapon gets magical damage, and if you let go of it, it goes away.
These fuckers have no range. That's no fun. At
When being a
all.
druid. That's why we summon 8 wolves.
Or 40 twig blades.
Yeah.
He's gonna do that same attack then that I rolled earlier, and this will be fire damage. Roll. So take 3 fire damage, Femrak. And these twig blights are up. I can't believe you have a giant fuck you aura.
I mean, it's like
Can't believe it. I mean, I can.
it's basic clericing.
Alright, well, these are gonna witness their fucking friends die, and they're gonna run outside, because you guys can fuck off.
I mean, didn't you watch Vox Machina? You should know.
Are we the
this
baddies?
one's gonna move up. That one's gonna fucking die. Dude, if I open another door on accident, I'm gonna fucking lose it. Okay, and then Observer, you're up.
Woohoo. If I move over here, can I see anything?
If you move here, you can.
Okay, so I can see that one right there.
You can also see the druid back here. I don't know why it's not showing you.
I can't see it because
Yeah, I don't. Oh,
behind a pillar?
These barrels are. It's. You know why?
Really tall.
I see what's going on. I think it. Yeah, it did the walls in here, not assuming you're ever going to be on the second floor. So let me just erase all of these. There we go. Okay. So when you're up here, the barrels don't affect you because you're above them. So now you can see. Sorry, Vimrak.
Okay.
I'm like, why can you not see that shit? That makes
So I
sense.
can see that one there, this one, this
You
one.
can see those 3 are. Yeah, that's fine. Are you flooding this area with wolves, or the wolves have their own turn? That's right.
Yeah, it's gonna be after Toto. I'm just checking something real quick. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and
Fucking turn order.
since it is 30 feet. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and what's the how do you select an enemy now? Oh, right, double right click. Okay. And Thorn Whip. 26, that hit.
I mean, that
yes,
other
that
Tarrasque,
hits.
so
What are you attacking him? Sorry.
With the Thorn Whip, this guy.
Yes, that hits.
Then I will do it's like 10 piercing damage, and I'll pull him 10 feet closer. You can decide where that is.
Does it? How would it pull him through rails?
Maybe like it would pull him downwards, I would imagine. Like to there. Like imagine you just like pulled him into the rails and pushed him a little bit.
Okay, that's fine. And then it did 10 damage, you said?
Yep, piercing.
Okay. Anything else?
It's my turn.
Okay. Wolves are up.
No, Toto's up first.
I think I get to go.
God damn it.
I haven't even
You're
done
such a troll.
anything yet.
Not you. It's he always insists on moving his shit. Or I can do
okay.
it, so I end up skipping the person after him every time.
Hit the end turn. I'm trying to save you time.
I am going to move here. Oh. Gonna try and move. I have to move my thing with me. Yeah, I like that. I like that position. I'm gonna move there and move my spirit guardians with me, and then I'm going to cast spiritual weapon. And I'm going to drop that right next to the druid up here. Do I have a token for spiritual weapon? No. Okay.
I think we were just using the sword I brought in. Flying
Sure.
sword.
Cool.
God damn it.
And
Things
You
you
then,
further.
hear all these doors I open on accident, right? Or is it just me?
Yep.
No,
I
we're
can
good.
see.
Let's see. Do I get?
Thank you.
When you cast a spell, you can make an attack. Oh my god. And I will attack that druid as soon as I find. I swear to God, I made a thing for this. I did. Okay, here we go. Attack on the druid.
Okay. That does
That's
not hit.
not very good. And that is my move, act. Do I have a bonus action I can take? Probably not.
Was that a bonus action to cast it?
Oh, it's a bonus action to cast it. You're right. So I could cast a cantrip. Okay, then I will cast a cantrip.
Your bonus action would be to move it, I think.
No, the turn you cast it, it gets its attack. But yeah, on another turn, I can move it and attack with it as a bonus.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So I'm gonna Sacred Flame that same druid.
Okay.
So he makes a Dexterity saving throw.
Pass.
Yep,
So
no, that's
3.
it. He doesn't take
No
damage. He
Okay.
dodges it.
Gotcha.
But all of that stuff is now in my my spirit guardian's range.
Okay, and they haven't even had a chance to go yet. So
I guess
Wolves, you're up.
anything that got into my spirit guardian's range is going to have to save.
Okay.
Okay,
Wolves, you're up.
Yeah, I'll have the wolves move up. Their movement is.
I mean, they would have
Okay,
to.
there's my dark theme.
Oh, okay.
40 feet. Yeah, 40 feet movement. So there's 20. There's the. Trying to remember the area for the vines. Was it like here, here, here?
Oh, it's a 15-foot radius from this location.
15 foot. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll move them as far in as you'll let me move them
You're
in.
gonna have them jump off, or
I would like to have one there, one there. Probably have one occupy the space over there if it can jump down.
roll acrobatics.
So all of
Uh,
those.
Where do you want the
you.
hurt? Where do you want the hurt one at?
Probably up.
It's fine. Where do you want the hurt one?
I'm trying to figure out how far that would be. Because it's got half movement speed, so like 10. 10. Okay, yeah, they can make it.
Is
Their base is 40.
40, yeah.
Yeah, so if I can get one to do another acrobatics check, land over there. Actually, that would probably push through enemies, right?
That's fine.
Okay.
Oh, you're
Basically, I
right.
just want to fill the room as much as I can with them.
Alright, let's
And then any that can't fit, so 1, 2, 3, 4, just
God
put
damn
one
it.
there, and then the rest can sit in the back on these tiles.
The hurt one.
Just the, because that's 5, so 6, 7, 8, so the 3 can be on these tiles.
1. 2. And the hurt one's in the very back.
Yep.
And then acrobatics.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's not gonna make any fucking fun. Okay.
And then I'll go for this one first. So
Okay.
advantage attack roll +4.
Advantage attack +4.
Yeah, because the allies are nearby.
This one's dead.
Wait, how much damage do they do? One target hit. 2d4 +2.
Sorry, it's dead.
And then I'll just do regular attack on that one
Okay.
with this one.
Gotcha. Attack advantage again.
No advantage on that one.
Okay. Either way, it misses.
And can they reach this one? The 2 on the sides?
Those two, no, could not reach the one above it. No.
Okay.
But
Can
this
can that one
can
reach
the
that
right
one?
one? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll attack that one. No advantage.
Okay. Normal, 2
Nope,
of
failed.
6 misses.
That's the end of the wolf's turn.
Okay. So these guys are up, and that means 1, 2.
Once this one's going, let me know.
Your kill count increases again. You just killed 2 more. Angels lash out and flick these toothpicks. These 2 are going to run in here. If they enter, do they have to do it as well?
Yep.
Yep.
I mean,
Fuck.
technically, they all should have taken it when I moved the thing over them as well.
All? What do you mean all of them? These back here too?
No, all the druid and the guys you just killed, those should have taken it on my turn when I moved spirit guardians because they.
When you moved into it. Gotcha. Let me roll for the.
So the druid should have made a save.
The druid saves again.
So he takes 4.
Okay, so these.
Those are fine. But if they
these
move,
guys aren't.
if they move into the range of spirit guardians,
They're not super smart. Oh my god. 1, 1. Pass. Come on, baby. Okay, I got 2 passes. You kill this one. These 2 are going to attack dogs. That's a hit.
No, puppy.
I'll use that same for both. So these 2 are both going to take 3. And -3. Alright, Vimrak, you're up.
Okay. I will go ahead and strike at the one that is in front of me.
Okay.
Just a straight attack.
That's a hit. Splinters. Tiny splinters. It's dead.
Yep, and I'll attack this one to my right as well.
Okay.
Hold on. Question.
Yeah.
So I have this feat, Great Weapon Master Attack. When I score a critical hit with a melee weapon or reduce a creature to 0 with a melee attack, you can make 1 melee weapon attack as a bonus action.
Oh my god.
So,
yeah,
does
that
that
means 3?
Okay.
Damn.
So I'll use my second attack against the one to my right.
Just fucking cleaving through them. Oh my god. Hit. Can't imagine that you don't kill these things. Dead.
And then I'll move and I'll make one more.
Okay.
One to my right.
Okay.
My God, do you just get to keep doing that?
No, just once.
Oh, okay.
Well,
That's a bonus action. You only get 1 bonus
yeah.
action, so.
Yeah.
And dead. That's fucking, you just fucking swinging through. Just chopping them up. Anything
And
else?
that'll be my turn.
Okay.
I'll step in right there, and that'll be my turn.
Elver is going to run in. He's gonna notice the staircase. He's like, this staircase is pretty screwed. If anyone uses it, be careful. He purposely is going to jump to try and not use it. He'll make it across. He is going to be half. That's all he can do because of Entangled. And then Adrian, same thing. He's just going to get to here. And then he is going to... Hold on. He's gonna actually produce a hand crossbow. And he is going to shoot at the druid over here on the right. 13, 17 hits. And he's going to do 6 damage to this one with a hand crossbow. Toto, you roll an insight check. The combat efficiency that you just saw from Adrian here, kind of, they don't seem like they've been playing you guys, but there's definitely some skills there that haven't been seen up to this point. Concealing the hand crossbow the entire time from all of you, didn't even necessarily know he had it, and then also just that whole kind of motion and like combat feat, like he never claimed to not know how to use anything, but you definitely kind of like look at him and go, that was pretty efficient. And that'll be his turn. Are we ready for another round? It's 9:22. Do we need to call it?
I mean, I'd like to at least, like, I don't know, I'm assuming if we get through these druids, that might be a good stopping place, unless craziness is going to happen. I don't know.
Well, there's currently enemies flanking. And it's this whole second floor is sort of, you're on it now, but I want to, it's very difficult. I like this map for how it's designed, but it's very confusing. So you guys are currently standing on this like balcony area. Oh, I realize what I did. I fucked up big time on this room. Disregard. We'll play it as I stated it. Oh, that's so annoying. I did this last time too. I did the exact same thing.
What's on the top floor?
Is that a
you
balcony
guys are on
above us?
Yeah, it's a balcony above. It's so confusing because, and they try and do this little cut here with the stairs, but it's still just like,
So those
there's so much
stairs
shit in
go
here.
Wonder
up
about that.
to the balcony above us, not
Above
us
balcony
down.
above you.
Okay.
Yes. And I was like, because what's weird too is that hold on. Yeah, so what's weird is that there's stairs up to the balcony above, but then there's also a set of stairs here and here on the balcony above on that same level that go to the actual top floor. So it's kind of like there's 3 floors. There's like a middle floor. And that's what always confuses me.
So all my
Every
wolves are dead.
time.
Jumping down.
No, you're
That's
fine.
splatter.
That's why the walls were accurate. I'll just have to, we'll figure it out. It plays better this way anyway, but I'm like, why are they here? Why is this place on a slant? I don't remember that. So let's call it here. I'll make some notes on my end. We'll keep this combat tracker should stay. So yes, what I'll say before we leave, this main hall, god damn it, this main I like to have a cliffhanger at least for every session. Toto and Adrian, as you guys are kind of fighting the remnants here of what's in this room, there's these large double doors here that look out to the initial field you guys were in. There's a scarecrow or two perched out front that you don't remember seeing before, and Adrian kind of mutters in like a sort of startled tone of like, well, those weren't always there. I'm afraid a fight outside might be an option as well now.
Swear to God,
there's
I
a
thought we weren't playing Rise of the Rune Lords. Jesus Christ.
I know, right?
Like the exact same thing. Like, let's go through a bunch of fields, and then there's
Fields.
scarecrows.
Well, it's not going to end the same. I'll put it that way.
I know. I'm just giving you a hard time.
I know. Cool. Thank you guys. I hope to get a back-to-back session, because I know it's been mostly my fault, but I'm prepared for the next quite a bit, and I did some good writing today on backstories. So I went pretty good into Hasiri, your kind of like special fortune teller reading, and then yours as well, Sterling. So for the other two of you, if you want to give me more to work with, I can still kind of fit that in. I know Observer mentioned that, so let me know, and I can work on that. But there's obviously still a lot to do overall. So cool.
Thank you.
Cool. Yeah.
Thank you.
Later, Asteri. See you guys.
See you.
And Graham, take a look at what I sent you.